Your life is a blank canvas waiting for you to pick up the brush and begin creating. From the moment you wake up each day, you are given the opportunity to craft a masterpiece. Think of every decision, every action, every thought as a stroke on that canvas. The beauty of this is that you have complete control over how your life turns out. The colors, the shapes, the lines, and even the imperfections, these are all within your power to decide. What you create on this canvas is a reflection of the choices you make, the risks you take, and the way you choose to respond to the world around you. However, in order to truly create your masterpiece, you must live with intention. Too many people go through life on autopilot, simply reacting to circumstances rather than actively shaping their future. We get caught up in routines, in the hustle of daily life, and we forget that we have the ability to design our own path. Life doesn't just happen to you, you are the artist of your own existence. You can either let life unfold passively, or you can seize the opportunity to shape it into something beautiful. Every day is an opportunity to make intentional choices that bring you closer to the life you want. Living intentionally means making decisions that align with your deepest values and dreams. It means saying yes to the things that nourish your soul and no to the things that drain you. It means setting goals that are meaningful to you and taking small, consistent actions toward achieving them. The world may try to steer you in different directions, but when you are clear about your purpose and the life you want to create, it becomes easier to resist distractions and stay focused on your path. A masterpiece is never created without challenges. The process is often messy, and there are times when it may feel like everything is falling apart. But these struggles, these moments of doubt and difficulty, are what give depth to your journey. Think of the great artists, musicians, and creators of the world. None of them achieved greatness without facing obstacles along the way. It is through adversity that they learned, grew, and ultimately created their masterpieces. Similarly, in your life, each challenge you face is an opportunity for growth. Every setback is a lesson in disguise. Every failure is a stepping stone towards success. When you encounter a difficulty, don't see it as a roadblock. Instead, view it as a chance to build resilience, strengthen your character, and refine your craft. Embrace the struggle because it is an integral part of the process. Without it, there would be no contrast, no beauty, no strength in your story. As you move through life, remember that every decision you make is contributing to the larger picture of your existence. From the small choices, like how you spend your time, to the bigger decisions, like the career path you choose or the relationships you nurture, everything matters. Each action you take is a brushstroke on your canvas. So ask yourself, what do you want your masterpiece to reflect? What do you want your life to say? Do you want it to reflect courage, resilience, and growth? Or do you want it to reflect missed opportunities, regrets, and fear? No one else can create your masterpiece for you. You are the only one with the power to shape your life. The opinions, expectations, and judgments of others will always be there, but it is up to you whether you let them dictate your journey. Your life is yours to live, and only you can decide what it becomes. While others may offer advice or try to steer you in certain directions, ultimately it is your vision, your passion, and your purpose that will guide you. You are the artist, the writer, the creator of your own story. When you realize that you are in control, it becomes easier to take ownership of your choices and your future. The fear of failure, the worry about what others think, the hesitation to take risks, all of these things lose their power when you step into your role as the creator of your life. You don't need permission from anyone to live the life you want. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment to start. The time to begin is now. The canvas is blank, and the masterpiece starts with your first step. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that life will simply happen for you, that if you wait long enough, things will fall into place. But the truth is, the life you desire will not just appear. You must actively create it, one choice at a time. So don't wait for the perfect circumstances because they may never come. Start today. Take action, even if it's small. Set your sights on the masterpiece you want to create, and take deliberate steps toward it every single day. Your life is a masterpiece, and it's yours to create. The beauty of it is that you don't have to do it alone. The canvas may be yours, but you have the support of those around you, the lessons from your experiences, and the strength within you to guide you along the way. So what will you create? Will you step into your full potential and craft a life that reflects your deepest values and dreams? Will you embrace the challenges, learn from the setbacks, and build a life of meaning and purpose? The masterpiece of your life is waiting for you to begin. Make it count. Life presents us with endless possibilities, but too often, we simply float through it without a clear sense of direction. We get caught up in the demands of daily life, the work, the responsibilities, the obligations, and we forget that we have the power to shape our own path. The beauty of life lies in the fact that we can create meaning and purpose, not just passively let life happen to us. To truly craft a life that feels fulfilling, we must live with purpose and intention, making conscious choices that reflect our deepest desires and values. Living with purpose is about being intentional with your time, your energy, and your decisions. It's about aligning your actions with what matters most to you, rather than merely going along with what society expects or what seems convenient. Every day you have the opportunity to make choices that bring you closer to the life you want to live. This requires clarity about what you want, what drives you, and what you want to contribute to the world. Without purpose, it's easy to get lost, to feel like you're drifting without a destination. But when you live with purpose, you wake up each day with a sense of direction and a reason to keep moving forward, even when things get tough. One of the first steps in living with purpose is to get clear about your values. What do you stand for? What is important to you? Is it family, creativity, health, or personal growth? Whatever your values may be, they must guide the choices you make. When your actions are aligned with your core values, you feel a deep sense of fulfillment because you're living in accordance with what you believe is most important. Purpose doesn't just appear out of nowhere. It's something you must cultivate by regularly reflecting on your goals and aligning them with what truly resonates with you. Purposeful living also means taking ownership of your life. It means recognizing that you have the power to create your own future, regardless of the circumstances you find yourself in. Too often, we blame external factors, our upbringing, our environment, the people around us for our situations. While those things do play a role, they do not define who we are or what we can achieve. The truth is, your future is shaped by the choices you make in the present moment. If you are not satisfied with where you are in life, it's within your power to change it. You don't have to wait for things to magically improve. Take the reins of your own life and start making choices that move you closer to your desired reality. Living with purpose doesn't mean everything will be easy or straightforward. There will be obstacles, setbacks, and challenges along the way. But when you have a clear sense of purpose, those challenges take on new meaning. They are no longer roadblocks, they are opportunities to grow, learn, and build resilience. Purpose gives you the strength to keep going even when the journey gets difficult. It's what pushes you to rise above the obstacles that life inevitably presents and continue moving toward your dreams. Purposeful living also requires you to be present in your life, to fully engage with the moments that make up your days. It's easy to get caught up in thinking about the future, in striving for the next goal, but living with purpose means finding meaning in the present as well. It's about appreciating where you are now, while also working toward the future you want to create. Purpose helps you find joy in the journey, not just the destination. Furthermore, living purposefully encourages a mindset of growth. Instead of seeing failure as something to fear or avoid, you begin to see it as part of the process. Every challenge is an opportunity to learn, to expand your abilities, and to become more resilient. The more you embrace this mindset, the more capable you will become at facing adversity. You will no longer feel overwhelmed by difficulties, but rather empowered to overcome them because you know they are just stepping stones toward your greater purpose. The truth is, when you live with purpose, life becomes more meaningful. You don't wake up wondering what you're doing or where you're headed, you already know. You approach each day with a sense of intention and direction. And even though the road may not always be easy, the sense of fulfillment that comes from living authentically and with purpose is worth every challenge you face along the way. Purpose also provides a sense of peace. When you are living in alignment with your true self and your values, you don't have to seek validation from others. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone because you are already enough. You are living the life that feels true to you, not one that you think others expect of you. This inner peace is what allows you to stay grounded, to persevere in the face of adversity, and to keep moving forward even when the path is unclear. Purposeful living is about taking control of your own story. It's about deciding what kind of life you want to create and taking the necessary steps to make it happen. It's about living in a way that reflects who you truly are and what you truly value. Your life is yours to design, and when you live with purpose, you become the architect of your own future. So don't wait for the perfect moment, the right circumstances, or someone else's approval. Start today. Take the steps that will bring you closer to the life you want to create and begin living with intention, clarity, and purpose. The masterpiece of your life is waiting to be painted, and it all begins with you. Challenges are an inevitable part of life. No matter how well we plan, how carefully we set our goals, or how much we try to avoid hardship, life has a way of throwing obstacles in our path. It can feel overwhelming at times. And it's tempting to think that these challenges are simply barriers that stand between us and the life we want. But the truth is, challenges are not just something to be endured, they are a necessary part of the journey to greatness. They are the things that test our strength, shape our character, and ultimately help us grow into the people we are meant to become. When we face challenges, it's easy to see them as setbacks, as moments when things aren't going according to plan. But the way we view these moments determines how we respond to them. Instead of seeing challenges as obstacles that stop us in our tracks, we should begin to view them as opportunities for growth. Each challenge presents us with a chance to learn something new about ourselves, about our resilience, our abilities, and our capacity to adapt. Challenges push us beyond our comfort zones. They force us to stretch and grow in ways we might not have anticipated. When everything is going smoothly, it's easy to feel like we have everything figured out. But when life throws a challenge our way, it forces us to dig deeper and find solutions that we might never have discovered otherwise. It's in these moments of discomfort and struggle that we discover our true strength and potential. The things that seem like setbacks in the moment often become the very experiences that shape us into stronger, more capable individuals. Think about the most successful people in the world. Whether in business, sports, or the arts, they didn't get to where they are because everything went smoothly for them. In fact, many of them faced immense challenges and setbacks along the way. The difference between those who succeed and those who give up is how they respond to those challenges. People who succeed don't shy away from difficulty, they embrace it. They face it head on, knowing that it's part of the process and that it's leading them towards something greater. Embracing challenges doesn't mean that we have to enjoy every difficult moment or that we should look for problems to solve. It means accepting that challenges are a natural part of life, and instead of running from them, we choose to face them with courage and determination. It means understanding that challenges often come with hidden blessings, lessons that we wouldn't otherwise learn, and experiences that help us develop wisdom and strength. It's through these trials that we discover who we truly are. When faced with a challenge, it's important to keep perspective. Instead of focusing solely on the difficulty at hand, we should look at the bigger picture, the growth and the opportunities that come with it. The challenge may seem insurmountable in the moment, but if we focus on what we can learn from it, we begin to see it as a stepping stone rather than a roadblock. Every challenge is an opportunity to strengthen our resolve, to push past our fears, and to gain a deeper understanding of ourselves. It's also important to remember that challenges are temporary. While it might feel like the difficulty you're facing will never end, everything in life is cyclical. The tough times eventually pass, and when they do, you'll be stronger for having endured them. In fact, the challenges you face today may be the very things that prepare you for the future, equipping you with the wisdom and skills you need to handle even bigger obstacles down the road. Over time, you will begin to look back at these moments with gratitude, because you'll see how they helped you become the person you are today. Another key to embracing challenges is cultivating a mindset of resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to keep going even when things aren't going as planned. It's about not letting failure define you, but instead using it as fuel to keep moving forward. Building resilience doesn't happen overnight. It's something that develops over time, as you face more and more challenges and learn how to navigate through them. But with each challenge you face, you become more resilient, more capable of handling whatever life throws your way. It's also crucial to remember that challenges often bring out the best in us. When we are pushed to our limits, we discover things about ourselves that we never knew existed. We find hidden reserves of strength, creativity, and determination. We become more resourceful and better equipped to deal with future challenges. This process of self-discovery is one of the greatest gifts that challenges offer us. Without them, we might never fully understand the extent of our own abilities. One of the most powerful ways to embrace challenges is to develop a mindset of gratitude. Instead of seeing challenges as burdens, try to view them as opportunities for growth. Be grateful for the lessons they bring and the ways they push you to become a better version of yourself. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is difficult to what is possible. It allows you to see challenges not as threats, but as stepping stones to a more fulfilling and successful life. At the end of the day, the challenges you face are not what define you, they are what refine you. They shape your character, sharpen your skills, and help you grow into the person you are meant to become. So, the next time life throws a challenge your way, don't shy away from it. Embrace it. Face it with courage and determination, knowing that it is leading you to something greater. Each challenge you overcome is a step closer to becoming the best version of yourself. And that, in the end, is the true beauty of embracing the challenges of life. Every day we are faced with decisions, big and small, that shape the course of our lives. It's easy to overlook the importance of the smaller decisions, but in reality they hold just as much power as the more significant ones. Whether it's choosing what to eat, how to spend your time, or how to treat others, the decisions you make in the present moment influence your future in ways you might not even realize. Your decisions matter. They have the power to steer your life in a particular direction, to create opportunities, and to close doors. Understanding this power is crucial to living a life that is intentional and fulfilling. The truth is, life doesn't happen randomly. While there are external factors and circumstances that can influence us, the choices we make are the real drivers of our destinies. The way we respond to situations, the actions we take, and the values we uphold all stem from the decisions we make. In many ways, you are the sum of your decisions. Each choice, no matter how seemingly insignificant, has an impact on your path forward. The accumulation of your decisions builds your life, just like individual brushstrokes come together to create a painting. Over time, the consistent choices you make determine your character, your habits, and ultimately the life you live. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that only the big decisions matter, the ones that feel like they will change the trajectory of our lives. Things like choosing a career path, deciding whom to marry, or making a major financial investment. While these decisions certainly play a role in shaping our future, it's the small, everyday choices that truly add up. What you choose to focus on today, how you spend your time, and the way you treat others are all choices that have a lasting impact. These seemingly minor decisions compound over time and build the foundation for your future. How you show up every day, the energy you put into your work, the care you take in your relationships, all of these things matter. They might not seem significant in the moment, but together, they create a life that reflects your values and your priorities. One of the most important aspects of understanding that your decisions matter is recognizing that you have control over them. In any given situation, you have the ability to choose how to respond. This sense of control is empowering. It means that no matter what circumstances you find yourself in, you have the power to choose how to move forward. It's easy to feel like we are at the mercy of external forces, things that are beyond our control. But the truth is, even in the most challenging situations, we still have the ability to choose how we respond. Whether you choose to stay calm under pressure, to look for the lesson in a setback, or to keep pushing forward despite challenges, your decision in that moment is what determines your path. Sometimes we make decisions without even realizing how significant they are. We act out of habit, without considering the long-term effects of our choices. It's important to take a step back and be mindful of the decisions we make, especially in moments of stress or uncertainty. When we act impulsively or without thinking, we might make choices that don't align with our true values or the life we want to create. Taking the time to reflect on your decisions before acting allows you to make choices that align with your long-term goals and vision. Another reason why your decisions matter is that they affect not only your own life, but the lives of others as well. Every interaction, every decision to be kind, to offer help, to be honest, or to show empathy can have a profound impact on the people around you. Sometimes we underestimate how far-reaching the effects of our decisions can be. A small act of kindness, a word of encouragement, or a gesture of support can change the course of someone else's day or even their life. On the flip side, negative or thoughtless decisions can also have a ripple effect, affecting not only ourselves but those around us. This is why it's important to approach every decision with mindfulness and awareness of its potential impact on others. It's also worth noting that decisions don't have to be perfect. It's impossible to make every choice flawlessly, and there will be times when things don't go according to plan. However, what matters is how we respond to those decisions. If we make a mistake or face an unintended consequence, we have the power to choose how we move forward. We can learn from the experience, adjust our course, and continue to make decisions that lead us toward the life we want. Perfection is not the goal, growth is. Each decision, whether it leads to success or failure, is an opportunity to learn and grow. As you go through life, it's essential to remember that your decisions shape not only your future, but the person you become. Every choice you make is an opportunity to practice the qualities you want to embody: resilience, compassion, integrity, and courage. Your decisions reflect who you are and what you value, so it's important to approach them with intention. Take ownership of your choices and recognize their power. By making decisions that align with your true self and your vision for the future, you take active control of your life and your destiny. Your life is a reflection of the decisions you make day in and day out. Whether they are big or small, these decisions matter. They determine the trajectory of your journey and shape who you are becoming. The more mindful and intentional you are in your decision-making, the more empowered you will be to create a life that aligns with your values and aspirations. So make your decisions count. Choose wisely, choose consciously, and remember that every decision, no matter how small, plays a role in crafting the masterpiece of your life. Life is a journey, and like any journey, it's filled with twists, turns, challenges, and unexpected detours. Along the way, we are constantly presented with choices and opportunities that shape the path we walk. While we may not have control over everything that happens to us, we do have complete ownership over how we respond to the journey. Owning your journey means taking full responsibility for the direction of your life, understanding that you are the creator of your story, and choosing how to move forward, no matter what obstacles come your way. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that life is something that just happens to us. We often feel like we're at the mercy of circumstances, our past, our environment, the people around us, and that we have little control over what comes next. But the truth is, while we can't control every aspect of our lives, we have complete control over how we show up to each moment and how we respond to the challenges we face. By taking ownership of your journey, you stop being a passive observer and become an active participant in the creation of your life. When you own your journey, you take responsibility for your decisions, actions, and mindset. No one can live your life for you, and no one else can determine your path but you. The mistakes you make, the successes you achieve, and the lessons you learn are all part of your unique journey. And while there may be things outside your control, the one thing you always have power over is how you choose to respond. Life will throw challenges your way, but the way you approach those challenges determines whether you grow stronger or remain stuck. When you embrace the idea that you are the one in charge of your journey, you stop waiting for things to change or for someone else to give you permission to take the next step. Instead, you step into your power and begin taking the actions necessary to move forward. This sense of ownership is about accepting full accountability for where you are in life without making excuses or blaming others for your situation. Of course, there are factors beyond your control that influence your life. But the most powerful thing you can do is recognize that your response to those factors is what truly defines your path. The moment you take responsibility for your journey is the moment you regain your power. You no longer wait for circumstances to change, you make the changes yourself. This is how you shift from a passive role in your life to an empowered one. You take ownership of your emotions, your decisions, and your actions, and you stop allowing external factors to dictate your future. Owning your journey also means acknowledging that you are the one who defines what success looks like for you. It's easy to get caught up in comparing your life to others or in measuring yourself against societal standards of success. But the truth is, your journey is uniquely yours. What success means for you may be completely different from what it means to someone else. It's important to take the time to define your own version of success based on your values, your dreams, and your passions. When you take ownership of your journey, you stop letting external expectations define your worth. You begin to chart your own course, guided by what matters most to you. There will be times when the journey feels difficult or unclear. There will be times when you face setbacks, challenges, or moments of doubt. It's during these times that owning your journey becomes even more critical. It's easy to give up when things get tough, but it's in those moments of adversity that your true character is forged. When you own your journey, you don't let temporary setbacks define your future. You see challenges as opportunities for growth, learning, and transformation. Each obstacle is a chance to develop resilience, to become stronger, and to deepen your understanding of yourself and your purpose. Additionally, owning your journey means being willing to take risks and step out of your comfort zone. Growth doesn't happen in the safe, familiar spaces. If you want to truly create the life you desire, you must be willing to take bold steps and make courageous decisions. This might mean facing your fears, overcoming self-doubt, or pursuing a dream that feels uncertain or impossible. But when you take ownership of your journey, you recognize that taking risks is a natural part of growth. You stop playing it safe and start embracing the unknown with excitement and anticipation, knowing that every risk you take is a step closer to your goals. Another important aspect of owning your journey is learning to trust yourself. Trusting yourself means believing in your ability to make decisions and navigate the twists and turns of life. It means letting go of the need for constant validation from others and believing that you have the inner strength to handle whatever comes your way. When you trust yourself, you stop second-guessing your decisions and start taking action with confidence. You realize that mistakes and setbacks are just part of the process, and they don't define you. Instead, they are the lessons that will guide you towards success. It's also important to remember that owning your journey doesn't mean doing it alone. While you are ultimately responsible for your life, that doesn't mean you have to walk the path by yourself. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, who support your growth, and who encourage you to keep going when things get tough. You are the sum of the people you spend your time with, so choose wisely. Having a strong support system can make all the difference on your journey, providing you with the encouragement and perspective you need to continue moving forward. Your journey is yours, and it is the most important one you will ever walk. You have the power to create the life you want, and you are in charge of how you experience every step along the way. By taking ownership of your journey, you step into your power, embrace the challenges, and pursue your dreams with intention and confidence. Remember that every step you take, no matter how small, is a part of the process of becoming who you are meant to be. So take ownership, trust yourself, and continue moving forward. Your journey is waiting for you, and it's yours to create. Living for yourself is one of the most profound choices you can make. It means living in alignment with your own values, dreams, and aspirations, rather than constantly seeking approval or validation from others. In a world where external influences often dictate the way we live, learning to prioritize your own desires and needs is an act of self-respect and empowerment. To live for yourself is to honor your individuality, embrace your uniqueness, and recognize that your life is yours to live, without apology or compromise. Every day we face pressures from society, family, friends, and even ourselves. These pressures often come in the form of expectations, what we should do, what others expect from us, and what we think will make us happy or successful based on someone else's definition. Many people find themselves stuck in cycles of living according to these external standards, chasing goals and ideals that are not their own. This can lead to feelings of emptiness, dissatisfaction, or a sense of living someone else's life rather than your own. To truly live for yourself is to break free from these constraints and to define what happiness, success, and fulfillment look like for you. Living for yourself starts with knowing who you are and being unapologetic about it. Self-awareness is the first step in understanding your true desires, values, and passions. When you are in touch with your authentic self, it becomes easier to make decisions that align with your personal goals rather than simply following the crowd or trying to meet external expectations. It's about trusting yourself to know what's best for you and making choices based on your own needs, not based on what others think is best for you. This doesn't mean ignoring the opinions of others altogether. It simply means giving yourself permission to listen to your own voice above all else. This journey of self-discovery and self-expression may not always be easy. It requires courage to stand firm in your convictions, especially when the world around you seems to have a different idea of what success looks like. There will be times when you question your choices or feel the weight of judgment from those around you. But when you are truly living for yourself, you realize that the opinions of others do not define your worth. The only opinion that matters is your own. And once you embrace that truth, you begin to feel more liberated and at peace with your decisions. To live for yourself also means letting go of the fear of disappointing others. One of the greatest struggles many people face is the desire to please everyone around them. Whether it's parents, partners, friends, or colleagues, the fear of letting others down can lead us to make choices that don't serve our own well-being or happiness. But when you live for yourself, you understand that you cannot pour from an empty cup. To be the best version of yourself and to truly contribute to the lives of others, you must first take care of your own needs. It's not selfish, it's essential. By putting yourself first, you are in a better position to show up fully in your relationships and in your life. Living for yourself also means embracing your individuality and recognizing that your path is unique to you. Society often tells us that there's a specific way to live, a template to follow for happiness and success. But the truth is, there is no one-size-fits-all approach. Each person's journey is different, and part of living for yourself is embracing that difference. It's about rejecting the pressure to conform to societal norms and instead creating a life that reflects who you truly are. Whether it's the way you choose to live, the career you pursue, or the relationships you build, honoring your individuality is a key part of living authentically. As you begin to prioritize your own happiness, it's important to recognize that living for yourself does not mean living in isolation or ignoring the needs of others. It's not about being selfish or self-centered, it's about finding a balance between caring for yourself and caring for those around you. When you make decisions that support your well-being, you become a better friend, partner, parent, and colleague. Living for yourself allows you to show up more fully for others because you are coming from a place of strength and authenticity. When you are in alignment with yourself, you are better able to give love, support, and care to those you hold dear. Another aspect of living for yourself is embracing the freedom to make mistakes and learn from them. Too often, we hold ourselves back out of fear of failure or imperfection. We are afraid to take risks because we don't want to make the wrong choice or disappoint others. But living for yourself means accepting that failure is not the end, it's part of the process of growth. It's about taking risks, learning and evolving without the fear of judgment. When you are not overly concerned with how others perceive you, you gain the freedom to take bold steps and to pursue your goals without fear. One of the most liberating things about living for yourself is the ability to embrace your passions and follow your dreams, regardless of how unconventional or impractical they might seem to others. Too often, people let fear or external expectations stifle their creativity and their desires. But when you live for yourself, you give yourself permission to pursue what excites and inspires you. Whether it's starting a new business, traveling the world, or learning a new skill, living authentically means pursuing the things that bring you joy and fulfillment, even if they don't fit neatly into society's definition of success. Finally, living for yourself requires self-compassion and forgiveness. There will be times when you fall short, when you make mistakes or take detours that you later regret. But when you are living for yourself, you learn to forgive yourself, to accept that you are human and imperfect, and to move forward with grace. Self-compassion allows you to continue on your journey without being weighed down by guilt or self-doubt. It's about treating yourself with the same love and understanding that you would extend to a friend or a loved one who was struggling. Living for yourself is not about being selfish or disregarding the needs of others. It's about honoring your own needs, desires, and passions while also showing up for the people you care about. It's about taking ownership of your life and living in a way that is authentic to who you are. When you choose to live for yourself, you embrace your unique path, make choices that align with your values, and create a life that reflects your true essence. In doing so, you not only find fulfillment for yourself, but inspire others to do the same.